3. Hello and welcome to a very special video, everybody. Are you ready for the year of chaos? The year of chaos. And not the guy from Skylanders. But yeah, drink in all this beautiful advertisements for, contrast. It's a Warhammer Thursday, and we're going to contrast the hell out of you. Now, that's not anything against Vincent Notley. A fantastic last name, if I might say so. It's fun to say. I especially like this guy right here. It looks like he's Zinch-tainted Emperor's Children. He's really into the psychedelics. That'd be an interesting take. But honestly, as I was looking at this, it's nothing against the artist or painter, but I was like, are there a gigantic load of different chapters or renegade bands and so on that you could do videos on, or have people do various takes on different war bands and be like, here's 3 versions of the Violators or whatever group you feel like putting in there. The Dark Suns, or no, that's a Loyalist, isn't it? I can't remember all of them. But you have all these different, like, small sub-factions that you could have go, hey, we'll get 4 people to paint that, 4 people to paint this other one, so you can see variations in their takes of those individual groups. Instead, you get, well, very pastel-y contrast for some reason, and a lot of redundancy with some of the paint colors you use because you're using fairly strong colors, so you got to use contrasting colors. Ha ha ha! Contrast. But the thing I couldn't help but notice, and this isn't a thing to go, oh, poor Chaos or anything, but I think this is really where a lot of Chaos players come off as being so irritable, is that they don't really try in a lot of cases to bring them interesting things. They don't even really represent them. Here's just a bunch of stuff that's been out for a while, and we're just going to paint it slightly different, and that's what you're going to get for the year of chaos. Remember the year of orcs or whatever? You just kind of go, okay, it's cool that you did this really weirdly placed contrast color advertisement, which this is literally just a contrast color advertisement as far as I'm concerned, or in my opinion. And I just go, well, this just doesn't seem very useful. I mean, okay, Thousand Sun players, there's a bunch of different like sub-war factions for them that work within the Thousand Suns that you could have 4 or 5 artists do each of those and show, hey, here's how my process to do it or whatever. But honestly, there's not really much in the way of conversions, not really anything personal. It's just the model and then having a different color job, like this very oddly done Ultramarines. He's a very slim boy for some reason. I'm kidding. But I think this is a problem that we have overall with Warhammer. We are in the midst of a thing where if you are in one of the not chosens, you don't really get much, even when you're really asking for the least amount. Like, you could do, oh, here's today we're going to talk about World Eaters, and here are all the different World Eater bands, because there's a lot of really wild World Eater bands out there with just crazy colors. And I'm going to be honest, go look at the Lich's Laboratory, or Lobotom, and he does a heck of a lot better job than any of the people they feature here, and it's not because they're bad painters, it's that he's actually going out and doing things that are within the lore. And that's really, I think, only thing that Chaos players are really asking for, is things that represent what they're interested in, not just here's a random orange or yellow World Eater Berserker, congratulations. And I think that's kind of where we're just into a thing where it doesn't matter, because the people and the top making the decisions are so beyond tone deaf they are so beyond understanding the product or caring about the product that they're involved in, is that a lot of Chaos Space Marine players, just to use them for example, I would make the same argument for Tau or, Tyranids or so on, or Orcs even. There's a clear lack of passion in these projects and these things meant to get you excited about these products. Not that I support you being excited for the excitement's sake of a product, but you just don't see the passion. And I think that's really what a lot of Chaos Space Marine players feel, is that there's not a passion or a drive. It's simply what's the easiest thing to try to bilk money out of you without respecting what people really have interest in there for. And, hey, if you're a player for one of these other groups, that's fantastic. If you don't understand, it's really a passion thing. A lot of people feel that the true core soul, if you might go down that road with me, of these things aren't being respected because the people making them do not understand what they're working on. I mean, you can disagree with me all you want, but when really the World Eaters are simply berserkers effectively, and those 8-bound weirdos with saw arms and such that are just kind of possessed, but World Eaters possessed, it's hard to really make an argument that they understand what people playing that army want. But hey, look in the bright side as we get ready to sign off. We have an orange nerf or nothing Emperor's Children. So fantastic. Thanks for joining me, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.